What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Double A Hef here with another dose of the True Scope. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate everything that y'all do for me. So back into this. On the last video, I showed basically the video of the fight between the dude and the chick at the airport. And now we're going to dive into what Dr. Rashad Richie has to say, and I'm going to chime in.
I do appreciate the fact that individuals who had absolutely no obligation to step in, stepped in, and they stopped something more disastrous from happening. When I saw this post...
Well, I have to stop you right there, Doc. So I made it clear my thoughts on... And if you haven't seen the first part of this video, go check that one out and then come back to it. But in the first part, I said we shouldn't be getting involved in things that don't concern us. We don't know what happened to precipitate the altercation between that man or that dude and that chick. We don't know. Okay, we don't know who's good or bad, or if both are good or both are bad. We don't know. So to inject yourself into something that you don't know is dangerous. And again, we should be protecting ourselves at all times. So I don't think that it's smart to do that. You know what I'm saying? I do not think that it's smart to do that. You know, you could just try to get in, you know, really just trying to do the right thing, or well, the quote unquote right thing as far as you believe it to be. Next thing you know, you get pushed and you hit your head, and now you're fucking dead. Your family's gone, right? So you know, that's just tragic. There's no need for that. Obviously, you're at an airport, there's security, and there should be police officers at the airport. You know, this is the goddamn airport. So there's people around that's their duty. And again, from the first video, when the altercation really didn't escalate until a bystander, another dude, third party, walked in and got in between them trying to defuse the situation. Again, he's thinking, hey, I'm going to just calm it down, yada, yada. I'm sure he had the best of intentions, right? But him being there and doing that powered her up to say, hey, you know what? Now I'm going to strike this dude. Because she didn't put her hands on him at all prior to that. She only put her hands on the dude when the other guy came over. So you're saying, Dr. Rashad Richie, that you know you like that the dudes came over, and I'm saying, well, one, I don't recommend it, and two, you know, we have a case to make that because he came over, that's what led her to get amped up and slap this dude, which led to the whole ordeal escalating.
It was an interesting title, and that title said, "Which one is the Karen?" was the title. There's a back and forth. This conflict should not have happened.
Well, to answer that question, which one was the Karen? They both were. They both were looking for attention. Because again, he works there. So if you disagree with whatever he's saying and or doing, there's a chain of command. There's corporate phone number you can call. You have many different ways that you can go about handling any type of dispute. You know, it's not like this happening in the street. You know what I'm saying? You know who he works for. So, you know, and then from his perspective, same was applied. Dude, you're working. Whatever she's doing, if say he thinks she's in the wrong, he can get her freaking thrown off the plane and have her barred from, you know, Spirit Airlines and all sorts of stuff, depending on how egregious whatever it was that she did, you know. But again, you know, neither one of them is elected to try any other means to diffuse it. So the answer to that question is they are both Karens. And again, like I said in part one, that's what leads us to a situation like this. When you see situations, when you see things happen, you gotta say, okay, what type of person will find himself in that situation? Period. Now don't get me wrong, like anything's possible. There are freaking, you know, one-offs, you know, hey, that happens. But for the most part, you know, certain types of people find themselves in certain types of situations.
Should not have been this extreme, should not have become physical. I don't disagree with that. But, and I know some people will not completely see it my way. I'm fine with that. Yes, the woman did hit the male after he was very aggressive, obviously. She said some things that were antithetical to him, and they were bad. I don't like some of the things she said. I don't like his actions either. But when he started chasing her, running after her, going through other people to get at her, that became even more of a problem. Now, I'm going to highlight a statement from Spirit Airlines, because he actually works for them. He's an employee. And as an employee...
Well, let's just say he was an employee, because I highly doubt he's going to keep that job after this. But to what the doc just said, and I said in part one, it's not a good look to be chasing a woman, especially in a fight. Period. Never chase a woman, whether it's in a fight, whether it's in a relationship. No. Never, ever, ever chase a woman. Okay, because she would just lead you to your fucking demise. Period. Full stop.
There are ways to de-escalate. In the beginning of that back and forth, you saw that he was aggressive toward her. She was also aggressive in response. Let me go ahead and give you the response from Spirit. Spirit Airlines and the DFW airport told WFAA in a statement Friday morning that they were aware of the altercation between the agent and the passenger. They added the vendor at DFW has suspended the agent. Spirit Airlines does not tolerate violence of any kind, and we are working with law enforcement, local law enforcement, to investigate this matter, according to the statement. Really interesting. Now, I will say this about Spirit Airlines. They don't have a great reputation for, let's say, the execution of customer service. Let me highlight another story that's extremely sad. There's another incident of controversy involving Spirit Airlines. Basically, a woman, let's put a picture up. A woman claims she got kicked off of Spirit Airlines because of her skin condition. They had mistaken her skin condition for monkeypox, and they kicked off the plane. And it says in the graphic, they had me get obligated, called out that this decision was made by those employees because...
Let me go back to something you said initially. I personally don't find anything...
Let's just stop and pay attention to what we see in the background here. Now, obviously, this dude, Rick Strom, host and executive producer, TYT Sports, yada, yada, is a Caucasian male. Obviously, he works for TYT, which is a far left or super liberal media outlet, I guess you would call it. And let's look at some of the things that he has behind him. So what I can see is a character with the fist up in the air, which we obviously know that's Marxism. Some might call it Black Power, but yes, that's connected to the whole Black Panther movement, which was a Marxist movement. So yeah, that's Marxism. Then you got the hangman to the left of that, which is esoteric in nature. So this dude is probably in the know and connected. And then obviously on the top right, we got Colin Kaepernick taking the knee with the afro. So brothers, when we're watching stuff, listening to stuff, we got to pay attention to this stuff. All right, like this dude is a Marxist. He's a Caucasian liberal. And we already understand that they don't give a fuck about you. And I always say this, why the fuck should they? I don't care that they don't. My issue isn't that, they don't care about us. My issue is that they don't care about us, but yet they'll try to, act like they do. And because they're doing that, they're like the Trojan horse. You let them in, and then they'll, try to lead your movements and get you to do things that isn't going to benefit you in any way.
Controversial that you said about how, the moment that the employee started chasing was when you had a problem. Personally, I agree with the guy who stepped in and said, you are not going to put your hands on a woman.
Right.
Because that is common sense.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because again, if a woman puts her hands on you, you don't know what the fuck she's capable of. Period. You as a man, if a woman puts her hands on you, like for instance, close your eyes, envision this. You're a police officer, right? And then you have, you're say you're working somewhere at a fair. You know, let's just say there's like a county fair or something like that. You're at the fair, you're working the fairgrounds, just make sure everything stays, peaceful, all that stuff. And then an altercation breaks out, right? And then somebody actually puts their hands on you. And as a cop, you're thinking like, whoa, like, dude, you see me, I'm a cop. You understand this? Like, I'm in full uniform, I'm a cop. And you took a swing at me? Then all bets are off. Because I don't know what you're capable of. Because most people aren't going to swing at a cop. So again, most women aren't going to swing at a man. So if you're going to swing at me, I don't know what else you might try to do. And I'm not trying to fucking find out either, to be honest with you. I'm not. If a man swung at me, I'm not waiting to find out how far this is going to go. No, I need to neutralize that situation expeditiously. And that's what I'm going to do. Period. And if a dude wants to step up because some chick wanted to do some crazy shit, then you know what? I'm going to have to handle him the same way I just handle her. Period.
When is it ever appropriate for that to happen?
And again, I'm not saying in excess, like, pound this a woman's face in, something like that. Like, no. If you don't even got to hit her, don't hit her. But if you know how to grapple, whatever, put her in a headlock, get her down, whatever the case may be, or just, de-escalate from there, then do that. I'm not saying, freaking, sweep her feet and then hop on top and start giving her hammer punches. Like, come on, obviously not. Because I know there's going to be dudes in the comments like, like, no. Come on, you use your goddamn brain.
Right. Maybe in the most extreme, gruesome circumstances is that allowed. In this, I personally feel like the woman was obviously in the wrong, and she should be given a suspension from flying because of how she treated an employee of an airline.
Well, yeah, I agree with that too. But you know what, y'all? This video's dragging out. I think it's pretty clear from the first part to this part where I stand. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. If y'all agree, disagree, in between, whatever the case may be. Do me a favor, please. If you like the video, slap the like button, slap the subscribe button, and share this video. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down button. I don't give a damn. But just interact with the video. It does a lot for the channel, and I appreciate it. Anyway, y'all, till next time. Peace.